Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Hello, YouTube. We're back. Finally, hopefully, with audio, with video. Bo, welcome back. Again, I know it's not the first time I've welcomed you back, but it's the second time today. But welcome back, buddy. It's good to see you. Hopefully, all of our troubleshooting errors are over and people can hear us within the stream. Say something, buddy. How you doing?
Impossible to tell. You know, on the mend as long as is the bar still wiggling?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm showing audio popping on here for you and for
Yep.
me. Couldn't get the music
If
to
the
work
audio
still, but
popping,
yeah, audio's
you
popping.
should be good.
We should be good. You know, it's wild. We tested all this earlier today. Had everything set up. Yay, we hear him. We fixed it. We're back in action. Doesn't matter how many
You
times
know,
you test it, unless you go live and let everything break. You're not gonna know. But
yep, that is facts.
oh my God, Kyle just about gave me a heart attack. He said, "Now we don't hear Dustin." All right, you know what?
Yeah.
I deserved it. I hear voices. Alex, that's not something that we are equipped to help with here at Zephyr Drone Simulator, but I'm happy to be one of
That's
those
what you're there.
voices that you hear. I was told once that I was the voice that they heard in their head when they were about to make a bad decision, and I don't know if that was to make me feel better or worse about what was happening. Um, but it was still an honor to be living rent free in somebody else's head. Anyway, aside from all that, Bo, it's been an arduous journey. You have essentially the knee of Darth Vader, more machine now than man.
Yeah, it's accurate. They took a piece of me to make a piece of me again. Um, so they harvested the piece of my quad that attaches my quad to my knee.
Oh my God,
Um, and then they turned that into my new ACL,
that
and they
is,
put it in place with some rivets, and yeah,
oh,
now I'm healing.
that's so
Got my
gnarly.
Forrest Gump brace on,
You got your force
you know.
cup. You got magic legs that can take you anywhere.
Exactly.
Teach us all how to dangle, Bo. I look forward to the opportunity. In fact, that's what Alex just said. It was that probably was him telling me that I was the one prompting him to do the thing. Um, so yeah, so now, Bo, when you teach us how to dangle, it'll be my voice telling everyone like, yeah, join in. It'll be fine. It'll
Oh
be
God,
cool.
no.
So, what does it look like? What you've set up to have your dog pay for your injury since it was all Thor's fault?
Well, it's kind of like going through insurance where you send it to them in the hopes that they'll pay, but
Sure.
he can't read,
Well,
so
Bo will be, or
just like insurance.
sure, Thor will be starting his Only Paws account soon.
Yeah,
Well, look,
dear
man, it's
God.
it's great to have you back. It was fun doing the stream on remote last week. I was at Fort Bragg visiting some family, so got an opportunity to talk to some really cool folks that were in Q school down there that actually are from Clarksville, where I used to live for a couple decades, and get to talk to them about how drones are impacting their day to day. And we just got our guys back from NACON and had a little debrief session. Sounded like that was pretty awesome. And we were able to share a couple things at NACON that we've been working on in the background. So excited to share those things. We've got some more updates on our thermal feature, which is going to be really cool. Um, so lots of updates, lots of new features, a lot of stuff in the works. So I'm really excited to dive back in today. So with that being said, are we ready? Do we want to go to the news first?
Dare I say, I'm excited to hear about it. I've
Okay.
been out of the mix for quite a bit,
You have. I'm
so
excited to get you caught
um,
up. You've been doing some stuff
yeah,
behind the scenes.
I've been doing some shadow work for the gang, but hearing about the news and some of the new stuff that we've got going on in the initiatives and programs and all the fun stuff going on across America and not even solely in America. It's really cool to hear.
Yeah,
Um, I've been pretty much unplugged, like staring at my ceiling, the usual.
healing. You've been in a healing chamber, essentially. We just need to put
That's
you in a
it.
big
Yeah.
vat of goo and have little nanites rebuilding your knee.
Yeah, the Star Wars method, the
Yeah.
the Bacta tanks.
Oh, back to that sounds disgusting because I don't know about you, but I grew up having Bactine squirted on every wound I've ever had. So, no, nothing, no
Never
Bactine.
never heard
Wow.
that word in my life.
Bactine and camphophenique, man. I'm pretty sure that would cure cancer.
I
Um,
know. What is that? I can't remember the name of all the words. All right,
okay.
let's continue.
Let's move on. First thing in the news, coming to us live. So, breaking news. Grubhub and Dexa launched their New Jersey's first. This is their pilot program for Grubhub's delivery service for food delivery, which we all knew this was coming. We all knew this was going to be a thing. Uh, Stu said just spit iodine and peroxide on a wound. Yeah, yeah, that works.
It's the gel that we use. I
Oh,
can't remember the name of it. It's mostly
Neosporin.
that's it. Neosporin. Good
Yeah,
God, my brain.
yeah. Stuff doesn't work real well. Weirdly enough, back when I was a pharmacy tech 30 years ago, doesn't do much. Anyway, so Grubhub has launched their pilot program for drone delivery for food. I think this is something that we all kind of saw coming. Shout out to Miriam McNabb for the article. This was released today on Drone Life. It's one of the folks that we send some publications to. They did a 3 month test. This will begin on March 18th, so the day after St. Pat's, they're going to start this pilot program, and they're selecting like a 2.5 mile radius around a couple different selected restaurants to see, you know, what that's going to look like. There's no additional fees to customers. There, yeah, aerial burrito delivery. Essentially, you've got
I say, how long until I can airdrop a like I can do a payload delivery of burrito straight to my face from a delivery
well,
service?
it's getting closer. It's getting closer all the time. They're looking at different certifications, of course. So hopefully, this is something that we have an opportunity to tap into, and could possibly be a component to training exercise, continuing education, things like that. Because we do have something very much in this realm that I'm excited to share, and I'll get to that after this. But kind of wanted to tease a little bit of where we're going and the direction we're going with this. But they are looking at compliance issues, making sure that GPS tracking is working. Um, they're going to run it for 3 months
That'll
and then shut it down and then go from there. So a lot of room for growth. It really should have done the Chipotle delivery when I was in Christiansburg, Vermont. They had the whole program going. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Um,
Virginia Tech, not Vermont.
oh, Virginia Tech. Got it. See, because I live up here in the Northeast now, I see VT and I think
I'm getting
Vermont.
raised. I was like, I don't think Kyle's moved to Vermont.
I didn't know if maybe he visited and he saw it on like a poster. I went to Panera and they were offering delivery. um,
Oh
yeah,
God, can you imagine getting soup from a drone?
no, no, I can't. I don't want any hot liquids being over me. I just prefer that not to be a thing. Get broccoli cheddar soup
Oh man, wait
dropped on
wait
me.
till we got that Dunkin' delivery, drone delivery, but Dunkin'.
That's all that's going to be cold coffee. Everybody up here just drinks cold coffee. It's the weirdest thing. It's like 10 degrees
Well, I mean,
outside.
you're already cold,
I
stay cold.
guess. Why not? Um, so moving on to the next thing though, because that's pretty cool. We've got Quantum Solutions partnered with Delmar Aerospace to do drone-based water intelligence. So essentially, what we were talking about a couple episodes ago about digging more into the agriculture, infrastructure, and environment. And yeah, I think there's a lot to be said here for using different kinds of imaging to start tracking, water flow, water runoff, um, even using things like shortwave infrared to, check on water quality and habitat. So some some really cool GFS application here. I think there's a lot that could be derived, and it's one of those burgeoning career fields also that I think people could get involved with, and set their sights on that kind of training, specifically working in ag or USDA, Forestry Service, things like that, starting to adopt programs like this to essentially study the world around us from a bird's eye view. We've never really been able to do that before. And mark my words, a company that my dad had ties to back in the day called Boise Cascade. They did printers. So they made paper, essentially, and there were guys they called timber cruisers. And I know there's a lot of that in logging, but it's very big in paper as well. These guys would just tromp through the woods for miles to determine like places to clear cut. Imagine not having to do that. You could just do a drone, send a drone out to survey an area and determine like what's going to be best for clear cutting. Like that's going to be coming up soon. I guarantee it.
Oh, for sure.
For
Heath,
sure.
if you are being serious, that better be a fat Cali style burrito,
Oh
my
yeah.
guy.
Put the French fries in it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, a real payload.
Um,
Getting a burrito, you all convinced me.
I'm so jealous. I have to wait till I go back to Roanoke for another burrito.
Alex, you're right though. Ice cream and cold coffee are cold coffee not so much. I'm weird about my cold coffee. I drink it too fast. So then I get a tummy rumble, and that's not what we want. But ice cream
I'll tell
in
you,
winter.
when I was up in Boston, I got hot coffee. My hands were freezing.
Oh yeah, which when we walked to the Mother Duncan in outside Quincy, it was 20 degrees. Is that right?
Something like that.
Yeah, 20, 22
Something
degrees.
like that.
Yeah, it was chilly, very chilly. But hey, the ride on the red line was nice and warm and plenty weird. Uh,
Super weird. Yep.
just fill an AG drone with soup and spray it. No, no, God, that sounds
That's awful.
that's bio warfare. I think I think Versailles would have something to say about that, Heath.
Especially if it's the broccoli and cheddar from freaking Panera.
Oh, can you imagine? That would be a
No,
spray. That'd just be a stream.
it's
Ugh.
just goop. It's like getting slimed on
Oh
Nickelodeon.
God. But no, that does raise a good point though, because again, I think that's why they're having to now on the back end figure out what are the rules and regulations to doing this, because somebody could do something like that, and I think they're going to have to regulate how these deliveries work and what can be delivered. Um, Good example, like the cottage industry of cottage foods or crafts or whatever. A lot of that's not regulated. There are special stipulations per city, township, whatever. And if people are doing this via drone, there's really not a good way to track any of it. So, kind of opening up Pandora's box again, like we did with the internet, except this
Yeah.
time it's
I mean,
drones.
I feel like every time that like drones enter a new sector, it opens up a whole new Pandora's box. To be fair,
Sure.
like organ delivery, then you're gonna have to deal with people trying to intercept the drones,
Oh my
like
God.
all kinds of stuff.
Could you imagine? Like, what's that on your shelf? I got a heart. It's really
Yeah,
cool. Oh, I put it in
but
lucite.
yeah, there's all kinds of awful things that can come across from that whole situation.
Oh,
Um,
see, just to be the person in the think tank thinking up all the different ramifications and angles, like that's a game theory that I would really enjoy being a part of, for sure.
yeah,
Um, so on to the next one. This one's kind of cool and near and dear to our hearts. Air Data and their new public safety program. Much like what we're working with our public safety folks, they're also offering some integrations there. And with our API with Air Data, we're able to, hub all of your flight data in one spot, whether it's from the drone or from real world flight in our learning management system. So it's really cool to see them get more involved in the space and be a really cool partner there. I know they've partnered off the rip with Chula Vista Police Department, and they have a really cool blurb about implementing that portal into their UAS program and what it's like to share drone operations throughout the community or with other precincts. So it's really creating a nice web together with all this data that other precincts can participate, whether it's, search and rescue whenever things are timely. Um, so yeah, that's neat to see that cohesion and that specific growth in that sector, because that's something that we go after. That's part and parcel to what we do.
Yeah. It's also interesting to see Chula Vista like enter into that kind of partnership. We had talked with them briefly for a little bit about them adopting the simulator. Didn't ultimately get a whole lot of buy-in because there was like some change in leadership going on at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we also ended up getting picked up by Texas DPS at the time, and like those are the two groups I feel like that most law enforcement have been basing their programs off of is Chula Vista and Texas DPS.
Ah,
So like getting play with either one of them was nice.
yeah, that's cool.
Ultimately, we'd love to see Chula Vista come on board as well.
Yeah. Well, honestly, that's the thing too, and this rings true for any business. Like when you've got partners in the business, that opens up a lot of doors for everybody to start becoming more integrated with other partners, because there is that trust factor. It's you don't know it till you try it, and you don't know what you don't know. So
Facts.
being able to work with them and show proof positive that this will be a good integration, that's just going to help us in the long run and help them with their program. It just fleshes things out more. Yeah,
Agreed.
really exciting. I'm excited to see what comes of that. With search and rescue, the last piece I really want to share, or next to last piece. Um, I don't have the site that it came from. I believe it was CUAV News, but in Estonia, there is some amazing drone footage of this young grizzly bear waking up from hibernation that was captured during a search and rescue event where they were searching for this lost hiker, and the drone operator's like, "Oh cool, a bear." And filmed like 10 minutes of this bear essentially getting its crap together, trying to wake up from hibernation. And then the last blurb in the piece was, by the way, the hiker's still missing.
Yeah, when you mentioned this to me this morning about like some of the news stories you were going to go over, I was just like, that's hella ADHD for a pilot.
That's why I don't work in search and rescue. So I'd be like, oh, cool, a bear. Where's the guy? He's
Let me
inside the
hyperfixate
bear.
on this bear for 10 minutes while I'm supposed to be looking for a man.
Joke's on you, the bear ate the guy. We found both of them.
I think that the drone pilot in that situation did him a solid.
It's in Metulia, Estonia. Um,
Accurate, Kyle. I don't
yeah,
think that's the
yeah.
guy you
Don't
want
think
looking
the
for you
guy
when
you.
you get lost.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nope. And in fact, if he'd had some proper training through our search and rescue scenarios, that may not have happened. So,
True.
uh,
We need to have a random bear coming out of hibernation in the sim.
oh, some distraction pieces. I like that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Some
Um,
stuff that's like real interesting happening around, so you get kind of drawn off from what you're supposed to be doing.
right. Yeah. Like, oh
Something
look,
to think about.
the that's what Kyle just said. We need a bear
Yeah,
distraction in
buddy.
the
Kyle and
sim.
I are on the same wavelength.
Right. Together on the same page. Um,
Apes together strong.
That's right. Taped together strong. Those are all really good movies, by the way. I was impressed with them. I went in with very low expectations. Easter egg, then a raptor comes in and they fight it out. Oh, okay, Alex. Okay.
That's a deep cut. Was that or bear versus raptor or bear? It's dinosaur versus bear.
Yeah, I think it's
Anyway,
dinosaur versus bear. See, now you're getting into my realm of like crappy movies like Velocipaster and Sharknado, all
oh
those.
dude,
Oh,
they just announced Velocipaster 2.
I
Not that
know.
we need to go into that wormhole,
I'm. Hey,
but
look, I'm down. Let's go. Um, last piece here, and then we'll kind of get into some of how our stuff adds into this a little bit more. Oh wait, Stu said need to do a scenario where you're the drone photographer for David Attenborough's Animal Planet special. I fall asleep
you
to that
joke.
every night.
Love David Attenborough.
Oh yeah, the new doc about the dinosaurs that Spielberg did on Netflix. It's really good. It's
Haven't
really
seen
really
it.
good.
I,
It's
I don't know that I've opened Netflix outside of downloading stuff for planes in a while.
you've been laid up in that bed not watching Netflix.
I've been watching The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross.
Beautiful. I like that. That'll work. We'll allow it.
PBS baby.
Speaking of painting and things looking a little bit different, um, thermal drones that are new to the market for 26. Thermal has been really big on everybody's mind. It's been a big thing for us. It's still in our development, but it is getting super close. Um, what's kind of cool is Alan Perlman did an article on the different drones that are going to be more that you're going to see more of in 26, and Skydio immediately popped up to the forefront. They're working diligently, and their FLIR looks really good on their drones. Like the pink and orange hued looks great. um, the image processing looks pretty fantastic, looking like um, the Skydio X2E is one of the bigger ones. The Parrot Anafi Thermal, specifically designed for that same capacity. The Altel Robotics Evo 2 Dual 640T is also going to have a thermal imaging function, and I think they're going to do a demo of that at CUAV. And then the Mavic 3T for thermal. Um, of course, with the whole DJI stuff going on, we'll see what access to that's going to look like. But then they also talk about like some of the best thermal cameras for drones for aftermarket, and the FLIR View Pro R is top tier. Like that's the number one thing that they recommend. And then the DJI Zenmuse or the FLIR Duo Pro. So FLIR and DJI are really the ones kind of leading the way on aftermarket. Uh, Trying to think if there's another one too. Teledyne has a FLIR option as well. The gimbal on those is really
Well,
cool too.
Teledyne is like FLIR is an actual product from what I understand.
Yeah.
Teledyne is the people who actually make FLIR, but
Oh, okay.
thermal
Got it.
thermal imaging in itself is the discipline, I guess, is what you would say.
Okay,
But
that makes
I
sense.
think FLIR is the actual product
Hmm. I know they're looking at
from
agriculture
Teledyne.
and archaeological are the two big areas of focus. That and then disaster response, things like that. But that being said, looking at these images, especially for like the Skydio, and then looking at what we're creating, I see no difference at all. Like I I behoove you open up another tab while you're watching us and just Google search Skydio thermal and then compare it to this. So this is inside our search and rescue simulator, right? Like this is from our scenario. This is what it looks like from the drone, from bird's eye view. You can see the overturned canoe. You can see the waterway there. Oh, man, this looks so good. They did such a good job with this. Um, now I'm going to overlay this with what you would see in that Skydio image. Like, how cool is that?
It's impressive
That is
for sure.
so impressive. Like, that looks like the real deal. And this is all dynamic. It moves and creates this thermal overlaid on top of what you see within the sim. So it's all essentially quote unquote real time while you're in the sim. And then we've got our dev team was kind enough to provide us another band in the yellows, greens, and blues. Like, that is just so cool. Like, that just looks incredible. I'm so
It's pretty
impressed.
tremendous. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Like
It's
there's nothing on the market that's going to even come close to touching this.
not that is an actual drone simulation.
Absolutely
That's for
not.
sure.
Absolutely not. So, um I don't know about you, but this just excites me to no end to be able to offer our clients this. Yeah, we can do most modes. It can change the resolution, update speed, and grain. That's coming straight from our the man with
CTO.
the plan, our CTO. Like that's incredible. That's impressive. So, man, kudos to you guys. What a great job. That just looks so
Yeah,
freaking
it's.
cool.
I'm baffled every time I see any of the images from the sim.
I am too.
Like, it's fascinating to me. It's not our only update, though, from
It's
what I
not
understand.
it's not going back to what we were talking about before with with Grubhub and Chipotle and burritos and
Tactical
payload.
burrito deployment.
Yep. Um in fact, I can just read this straight off of here because we had an official press release that we delivered to our folks over at UST and a few others. But working closely with drone responders, National Institute of Standards and Technology, so NIST, Omada Group, and Sarah, we are pleased to report a flash press release. So this is really cool. I'll pull up the image. Um, so yeah, us, Zephyr Drone Simulator, ZDS, has integrated a new payload delivery and retrieval test method that we developed along with our partners that I just mentioned in mind. Allows public safety drone pilots to train and evaluate payload delivery missions inside a high fidelity simulation environment right in here. So, again, like, this just looks incredible. The red objects that you see on the bottom here, those are the payload and being delivered to the target. Uh, let's see. The payload delivery missions can include the deployment of flotation devices, medical kits, radios, and other emergency tools in environments where traditional access is difficult or unsafe. Now, I will preface it with this as well. This is still it's in the final pieces of our beta test. We temporarily released it for NACON so that the folks there could try it out and could see it in action. It'll be included in the next big update push that we have. So current clients will get an update via email or from us right here. We will announce it when it goes completely live. Um, but yeah, essentially, incorporating the NIST test method into the platform, agencies can now practice and evaluate these missions through repeatable simulation scenarios that measure pilot performance using standardized testing criteria.
Heck yeah.
Pretty cool, man. Like,
It's always super neat when like I remember being real jazzed about the apps of BPerp being put in, and like this is like the next like thing for me where it's just
yeah,
like super neat to see things and partnerships come to fruition that you've seen develop over years. Um,
right.
but it's just super cool.
I agree. You know, when when I came on almost a year ago now, what we already had in the sim was already so impressive. And those applications, they're so specific to either the testing or bridge inspection, tower inspection. We had just come out with search and rescue, and we're fine tuning that. To see this, the payload aspect of it go into it, and how honestly how bountiful that's going to be for the industry as a whole, I think is huge. To be able to actually work on the muscle memory of dropping payload and being able to work through that with NIST and drone responders and the applications there, especially in search and rescue or in delivery. And that's incredible. It's huge.
Agreed.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see kind of where this goes. We'll be able to give more information in the coming weeks about deployment and what that's going to look like. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. We'll have that for everybody.
Also, we will have another special guest this month.
That's right. We got a
I
new
believe it's going
guest.
to be the last. I believe it will be the last Thursday of the month of March.
Cool. Are we
Fun stuff.
do you want to say who it is, or we want to wait?
I mean, we can if you want.
I
We're
think.
we're gonna have
Well, I'm sweating a little bit. We do have a
good.
special guest.
We have a special guest.
They're
We'll leave it
amazing.
at that for now.
Yeah, they're amazing. I had the unique
They are.
opportunity to meet them in Vegas and really enjoyed meeting them. They're a hoot. We had on
And a half.
SDI last time. Next time we'll have on this special guest. We'll announce who it is next week, a little bit closer to time. But that being said, that's what's new. That's what's fit to print. This is what's coming at you. Thermal, payload, plus a bevy of other updates, some quality of life updates that's coming to the website, and then within the simulator itself. I'm really excited, and also it's just really good to have you back, man.
Yeah, thank you. I guess closing words would be don't get lost where there's a bear coming out of hibernation, I guess.
That's the big takeaway from this stream more than anything. Yep. And no matter what, when you go live, the sound is gonna break.
Especially if I'm involved in the stream.
That's right. That's absolutely right. But without further ado, thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It helps us show up in the algorithm. Make sure you share us with some people that you know, whether it's in your industry or in a part of the drone world that may benefit. Yeah, pray that your SAR pilot has proper training and focus. Yes, if they're like me, make sure they've taken their Stratera for the day. You don't want to just go chasing after the bears. For sure. But parting thought from me, be cool to your neighbors. Watch out for each other. It's a crazy world out there. So please take care of yourselves and try to find something cool to go do. Bo, parting thoughts?
Nothing really. Be kind to each other. Matane.
Not today. Right on. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.